Hello everyone and welcome to this simple guide about Compass CDS. This will be a simple guide about an FID SSL system, about how to make a method. So the first thing you will do is go to File, New, and then click on New Method. Click your correct system name, so my system is called Sim. And you can click on Next. New method name, so I will call this Test for now. Okay. Now the method will open, and if you go to Control, then you can see all of the different settings you can change here. If you now go to Autosampler, so you can see that I have an Autosampler 8400 installed in my GC. And now you don't see really much options. That's because you can change your injection mode. You can change this to your own preferences. But what I like to do is use the user-defined mode because you have a lot of more options here. And this can be adjusted and changed to your own preferences. And then if you go to injectors, here you can see that I have a front SSL injector installed in my GC. And then first thing I will do is change the temperature. So the normal default temperature is 220 degrees. And here you can see a split event table. Here you can make a split program. So what I can do is I can add split program tables here and remove them, or you can completely remove the table. So you can do whatever you want. So for now, I will just make one split table. So 1 minute, then it's on, and now it's off. So now you will see that the split will always be on. And then when it's injecting, the split will be off. And then after 1 minute, the split will be on again. This is to help prevent contamination in your injector. And then if you go to the oven, here you can change your oven temperatures. So you can just leave it as one oven temperature. So let's say change it to 200 degrees for 10 minutes. Or you can make a whole oven program. So let's say we will start at 50 degrees and ramp up to 200 degrees. You can also change the rate, so with how fast it will ramp up to 200 degrees. So I will change this to 30. And now you can see that our total time is 25 minutes. So the total runtime of our method will be 25 minutes. And here you can also change the stabilization time. So I usually set this to 0.5 minutes. And then if you go to the column pneumatics, here you can see that an EFC21 is installed. And now it's just set at manual pressure, which you can change here. So for example, to 25 psi. And if you scroll down here, you can also change it to constant flow. This is usually used while testing with an MS. And you can change here the column flow to 5 as well. So 5 mil a minute. And then only in constant flow, you can also change the pressure pulse. So if you click on here, and then it will enable the pressure pulse. So for example, now I will change this to 25 psi and change the duration to 0.75. The duration of the pressure pulse should also always be less than the split ratio time. So here you can see that this time is set at 1 minute. So this time is a little bit shorter. And then if you go to the detectors, here you can see I have an FID detector installed. You can change the set point, so the heating of your detector. The default is 300 degrees for an FID detectors. Here you can also change the time constant, but I will just leave it like this. And here you can also change the range. 12 is okay. And change auto 0 to no. Here you can also change the data rate. And here you can also change the makeup gases and the combustion gases. So this is just default settings for the FID. So this is, I will just leave it like this. And if you then go to acquisition, then you can here on the top in run name, you can click on these dots and you can change your run name to whatever preferences you like. So what I like to do is make my run name acquisition method name and then underscore the start runtime. Okay. And now if you remember correctly, we changed the runtime to 25 minutes because that's what we set in the column over total time. And the injection volume to 1 microliter. So now you can save your method. You can go to File, Save and Save Method, or you can click easily on this button.